Hi, everybody, and welcome to the regular monthly meeting of the Board of Commissioners held for the purpose of transacting the general business of the township. Today's date is August 12th, 2026. The meeting is being held in the Springfield Township building and is also being offered in a live streaming feature. The meeting will also be made available on the township's website beginning tomorrow morning. Comments will not be accepted remotely during the meeting, but instructions for submitting public comment in advance of tonight's meeting were provided as part of the posted agenda. Mr. Taylor, do we have any public comment received prior to this meeting?
No, Madam President, no public comment was received.
At this time, please stand and join the Board of Commissioners in a moment of silent reflection to honor the servicemen and women who place themselves in harm's way in order to help preserve our safety at home and overseas. Please remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Play ball.
At this time, I'll entertain a motion dispensing with the reading of the minutes of the previous meeting as written and recorded in the official minute book of the township.
So moved.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Please record a unanimous vote. At this time, I'll acknowledge that we are missing only one commissioner, and we have here Attorney Scott Denlinger in lieu of our solicitor, Andy Freeman. Thank you for joining us, Scott. All right. I have a few announcements, and then we'll get to some nitty-gritty here. Thank you all for your patience. First, the Board of Commissioners conducted an executive session as part of its August 10th, 2026 workshop meeting to discuss 2 personnel matters and 2 litigation matters. The board also met in an executive session prior to this evening's business meeting to discuss 1 additional litigation matter. I have an announcement about the swimming pool pass. The Board of Commissioners is pleased to remind you a limited number of single-day swimming pool passes are currently available for Springfield Township residents to obtain access to the Flowertown Country Club. The passes are available for loan at the Free Library of Springfield Township through September 4th. Next, there will be a town hall hosted by State Representative Napoleon Nelson on Thursday, August 27th at 7 p.m. at the Free Library of Springfield Township. The meeting will feature an update on the current projects and activities of the Jenkintown Borough, Cheltenham Township, and Springfield Township Environmental Advisory Commissions. Next month, we will be combining the September workshop and business meetings into a single meeting that would be held on Wednesday, September 9th, beginning at 7 p.m. The reason is that the regularly scheduled workshop meeting will fall on the Labor Day holiday. The combined meeting will be held at the Springfield Township building. All future meetings of the board will be held at our usual day and time. And next, we have a special feature before we really get into our meeting here with the Springfield Little League Softball League. So at this time, I'm actually going to invite both of the teams separately to be recognized. So first, we're going to invite the members of the Springfield Little League Softball Girls 8 to 10-year-old district team to join Commissioners Kirk and Commissioner May at the front of the room to publicly recognize you for winning both the District 22 and Section 8 Little League 8 to 10 softball tournaments. You'll be joined by, looks like, Coach Matt Corcoran. And come on down, everyone. Come on up to the front. Go for it. Go for it, Matt.
Congratulations to the Springfield Little League softball tournament teams. Every year, Little League Softball conducts a summer tournament series in which teams compete for district, sectional, state, regional, and national championships. The journey culminates with the Little League Softball and Baseball World Series events that are showcased nationally and internationally. This summer, 2 Springfield Little League softball teams advanced through multiple stages of tournament competition and achieved first-time milestones for the league. The 10 and under team captured both the District 22 and Section 8 Little League Softball 8 to 10 championships. They became the first Springfield Little League Softball 8 to 10 team to win a sectional title and advance to the Pennsylvania Little League Softball State Championship. Along the way, they won 6 consecutive must-win games to claim their district and sectional titles. The team traveled to Williamsport, Pennsylvania to compete for the state championship. One of the most memorable moments came in Game 2 when the team trailed 4-3 in the final inning. Emily Parson delivered a walk-off double that drove in 2 runs and secured an exciting 5-4 victory, keeping the team alive in the tournament. The 12 and under team also enjoyed a historic season, winning both the District 22 and Section 8 Little League Softball Majors championships.
Hey, Thad, just
Yeah.
sorry to interrupt. I'm just let's give this team their applause.
Yeah.
We'll hand their certificates and we'll then lead up
Bring
the
up
next
the-
team. All right.
All right.
All right.
Let's applaud the 10 and under team.
Hello. Before
Congratulations, well done.
before the
Congratulations.
hold on. Wait a minute. Girls,
Well done.
please come back up. Come on up.
Another,
Need one more official photo, I
I
think.
think we should have a dress rehearsal.
Yeah, is this on? Okay. I think I would be remiss to say that it's amazing what you guys have done, but we should also acknowledge the parents that took the time. I mean, as a parent of a softball player, there's a lot of dinners in the car, there's a lot of driving, there's a lot of rushing around and zipping around. So while we applaud you, we also want to applaud your parents for also making it possible.
Do you want to take a quick picture with this team before Thad reads for the next team?
Yeah, let's get
Let's
pictures.
do that quick one for this team. And then we'll do one after our next team, which we're excited to have 2. And then we'll do one more at the end. I'll stand up. So many. Brendan, Thad, just cut that. Springfield, there we go.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take a picture with us, and then any of the parents that wanna come and take a picture, we should do that.
Yeah, we'll move out of the way.
All right, parents, come on up, parents.
Oh, there's one.
Not required, but any parents that wanna come up and take pictures?
several.
Oh, parents.
Okay, all right.
All right, fabulous.
Great job,
Our
girls.
Pretty good. Busy, how about you, Sam?
Thanks, Commissioner Kerr.
Back to the top, but yeah, 12 you.
All right, so the 12U team also enjoyed a historic
Come on
season.
up, let's do
Come
it.
on up.
Come on up, ladies.
They won both the District 22 and Section 8 Little League Softball Majors championships, becoming the first Springfield Little League Softball Majors team to win both districts and sectional titles and advance to a state championship tournament. The team won 3 consecutive must-win games to secure the district title and went undefeated during sectional play. They then traveled across the state to Erie, Pennsylvania, where they spent 6 days competing for the state championship. Their tournament highlight also came in Game 2, a must-win contest that extended into extra innings. With the score tied, Kylie McCusker put the ball in play for an infield hit, and Kennedy Kreckman raced home from second base to score the winning run in a thrilling 3-2 victory. Although neither of these 2 teams ultimately captured a state championship, both did compete with determination and represented Springfield with tremendous pride. Their accomplishments, sportsmanship, and perseverance have made the entire Springfield Little League softball community and our entire Springfield community proud. Please join us in congratulating these outstanding players, coaches, and families on a remarkable summer and on setting new standards of success for Springfield Little League softball.
All right, so let's do, well, Brendan's gonna hand out your certificates this time. Let's do a photo with this team, like we just did, and then let's do one with everybody, all right? All right, good work, everybody. Wow.
That's great.
Oh, no, we'll get you one, we'll get you one. No worries.
Yeah, well, maybe we can steal one from one of the
Thank you.
We're not.
We'll do photos, keep our remarks out. Oh, I'm sorry. Hats. Excuse me. I don't know, it just showed up.
We need one more over here.
All right, quick photo with. Awesome. Oh. All right. All of them, come on up, everybody. All of them, everybody, get on up, both teams, come on up, everybody. And then also one where we get out of the way. Yes, exactly. And then we're gonna get out of the way.
Look at them.
Yeah, give them the hot dogs. They had beer cooling.
All right, hold on, we're gonna get out of the way.
We're gonna get out of the way.
Good girl.
Hey, Susie, I just want to thank the commissioners and the township for always supporting the league. We wouldn't be able to be here without you all, and your support means a lot. But also want to thank the coaches for these teams. They put in a lot of time, and that's the reason these girls are such great teammates and so respectful and so successful. So the coaches get a lot of credit as well.
And I'll just say as a point of personal privilege, like Ed, I'm also a softball parent. I have a daughter who's 7, who's really enjoying it. And you guys do great work. And, it's great to have empowerment of our young women in the township, and keep up the good work and best of luck. And let's go far again next year.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Great job. Thank you so much for coming. Thanks for taking the time to come out here. And really it's thanks, just to echo the same that Ed and Thad said, to the parents, to all the volunteers, to those who couldn't be here today. Even Jeff, would love to be here. I know he said and wrote some of those remarks to be sure that you got all of the highlights that you're due for all of your hard work. And just a reminder that here, I think with our work at the township is run also on the backs of volunteers, and it requires all of this work by parents. And I would like to acknowledge that I think for a number of us here have young children and who are running around to do this, and wanted to be sure that you're able to see and honor your parents and those who are doing that work as well, and appreciate all of your work for the community. We see all of your volunteerism on the field. The fields look great. I know you work hard to go and greet the neighbors, participate in all the parades. We see your hard work, not just on the field, but off the field, and you're appreciated as members of the community. So I echo the same thing I say about your parents as I do to you, and we really appreciate your hard work in this community. Keep it up. Can't wait to see how you go next year, how far you go next year. Don't feel you have to linger, but you're always welcome to stay for the remainder of the meeting. And I'm going to now move to the public portion of the meeting, all right?
Thank you.
Thank you all.
Thank you.
Great job, girls. Good work, good work.
Thank you all. Appreciate you.
Yes.
Thanks for staying.
Yeah, thank you for the swag.
Yeah, thank you for this.
Welcome. See you guys. Thanks, Ed. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Scott, do we have to report these? Actually, there's not many things under $50 anymore.
Thanks, everyone, for entertaining and appreciating the hard work of those kids, their parents. Hard
It was
work,
great.
hard to get to states. Awesome. For what it's worth, my understanding is and I should have said this when the kids were here, the boys' little leagues went to, or won districts went to sectionals. So they didn't quite make it to states, but I believe they were runner-ups, so almost.
Yeah.
And so hopefully in years to come, we'll get a bunch of folks in.
That's
So really great. All right. The board is now open to comments or questions from the public. The board draws particular attention to those items listed on the agenda this evening. Please be advised that once the committee reports begin, the board can no longer accept questions from the floor. At the conclusion of the committee reports, public comment will once again be accepted. However, official action on those issues listed on the agenda will have already taken place. Therefore, if you wish to comment on an agenda item, now would be the appropriate time. You can come. Mr. English did come to Monday and it was a long meeting, so I appreciate you hanging in there. And I'm sorry we didn't get to.
That was interesting.
I did try to put it up as soon as I could, and I did try to find you on Monday.
Thank you for that. Hi, my name is John English. I live at 603 Bradford Road in Orland. I'm here tonight to ask a little bit about the thermal imaging of the solar panels. The way it was advertised and explained to the public that the initial price of roughly $629,000 included the installation, the commission of the solar panels. It was considered turnkey, and now it's not, because we need to have these solar panels inspected. Is that the
Mike, could you explain why it was not included in the initial bid and how it affects?
And that's
our
not
maintenance?
necessarily required, right?
Yeah, it's not
Suggested.
required. It was a suggestion from our consultant that's been helping us out, like our owner's representative. He said it'd be good to have it done so you can have a baseline for in the future to see that they're still continuing to put out the output that they were intended to put out. You also will get information at this time about any hot spots or areas that might be of concern, but they're under warranty now. So we could get them replaced at no cost. If there should be a problem, they don't expect there to be a problem, but it's good to get it done now. Kind of like getting your blood taken at a young age and getting blood work done so that like at an older age, you have a baseline to compare to.
okay? That will change the cost of the project overall. That with the price that was advertised, that it will go up by the.
But the price that was advertised actually will come down due to several grants. Yes, I think you cited the 629,000, but then we are expecting a direct payment of $188,738 for the federal investment tax credit, another $38,783 through PA's Act 129, PECO's commercial solar incentive, and then $250,000 from Montgomery County's MICO 2040 grant implementation program. So we're gonna be bringing that top line number down dramatically. And then this thermal imaging assessment is only $3,250.
No, I'm a pretty frugal guy, so that's still a lot of money to me.
We're trying to watch everything.
No, I think you guys did a fantastic job at securing the funds, but it still doesn't change the cost.
What do you mean?
The cost of the project is still $629,000.
All right.
Right.
Yeah,
But
okay.
not- but not-
I understand. Okay. So it's like, I think it was like for Springfield Township residents, their tax dollars, it came roughly to about 160,000. Correct?
In that ball.
Okay. I just think it should be, made public that the costs will increase other than that original $269,000. Another question I had, was about the ribbon cutting ceremony. And from what I understand, the solar panels are not operational, correct?
So the
Or
ribbon
will they
cutting-
be at the time of the ribbon
They
cutting?
are not, well, how about this? The ribbon cutting is for the complete installation. As far as we are concerned, the solar panels are installed. We're just waiting for some perfunctory matters with Pico to turn on the actual.
It's
Oh,
done right now.
shoot.
Oh, no.
Ah, that stinks. That was a bad one.
Sure, everyone's okay. Hold on, there's a car accident.
Is it any of our softballs?
Nah, I don't think so. They were turning in, so. All right, well, we'll pick up another time. You guys have to. Well-
Some of the information might be blurred, and we're expecting a connection like days or like week after the ribbon cut.
Okay, I mean, the only thing I was going to add was maybe that's the time you should, I just think it's, if you have a ribbon cutting and check presentation and it kind of gives the illusion as if everything's up and running, it's more optics. And I think it might be a good idea to still do the environmental education day and so forth. But as far as a ribbon cutting, I would think, if you would wait until it's operational, but just more confirm with the public that it is working.
Well, I mean, ideally, we would have loved to have had the ribbon cutting be when it was launched, but we're also coordinating a lot of different schedules. So
Yeah, sure.
We weren't in control of everybody's schedules and all the different things
Yeah.
going on. I certainly share your, would be.
Yeah, I'm just saying, optic wise, it's kind of, well, here's,
But it's imminent and the installation is complete, we just need to.
yeah, it's kind of like having a grand opening at a restaurant, not having any food.
Yeah, or it's a grand, you want to have a soft opening and then,
Well,
we open up officially later,
For what it's
understand.
worth, appreciate it. For what it's worth,
Brenna, you're off.
the solar panel ribbon cutting is coinciding with Solar Week with some of our
Mhm.
partners. And so it's timely, and had a couple things happened, it would have been live just earlier this
Fine.
month. So we anticipated by the end of the month. Sorry, we're just going to pause while
Yeah, I know.
everyone
Yeah,
just
I-
checks in on, there was a car accident outside of our window, everyone.
Sure, I know. God forbid someone's hurt.
So
Thank
we're
you for your
just going
time
to
tonight. I
pause.
appreciate it. I'll just send
Of
someone an
course.
email if they have any more questions. I appreciate your time. Thank
John.
you.
Quick pause. Our manager and our assistant manager is also with the fire company. They're just checking in on everyone's safety here.
Should we take a brief recess?
We'll take a brief recess here while we be sure everyone's okay. All right. All right. While we were still live, we physically took a brief recess, but our video was still on. There was a car accident at the intersection here at Hoffman and Paper Mill, and it appears that is being managed. And thank you to everyone here who jumped in, and our assistant manager, Craig, who also serves with the firehouses, to going in and being sure everyone was okay. So,
And Rob Biata, who's here with his daughter.
Oh, right, of course.
Jumped right into action as well.
yes. So unfortunate there was a car accident, but it seems like everyone made it out of their vehicles, and we wish them well in their recoveries. At this time, we were in the process of accepting public comment. We were speaking about the solar panels, about which we'll speak about once more. So seeing as there's no further public comment, I'm going to conclude public comment and move right into our committee reports. All right. First up is me. I'm going to be providing the report of the Community Development Committee, for which I have one motion. I move that the Board of Commissioners adopt resolution number 1697, a resolution granting preliminary final subdivision approval for a 2-lot subdivision lot line change for Bridge Community Church of Philadelphia, 317 Orland Mill Road of Orland. The plan will subdivide the 40,810 square foot parcel into 2 lots in order to place the worship hall and a 2-story accessory building on a single lot and to locate the former parsonage on a separate lot. No new construction is anticipated, but the former parsonage is to be offered for sale as a single-family detached dwelling at a future date. Approval of the plan is conditioned upon the applicant providing the township with a deed of dedication for the ultimate right-of-way for the property's frontages on Orland Mill Road and Lorraine Avenue. In addition, the applicant shall add a note to the plan stating that the required installation of sidewalks has been deferred until such time as the township deems it necessary to require the installation of the same, at which time written notice shall be provided by the township to the owner of the lot, and such owner shall install sidewalks as in accordance with the Springfield Township Code of Ordinances. That is my motion. Do I have a second?
Second.
There's been a motion and a second. Any questions or comments on the motion? Hearing none. All those in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. Any opposed? Seeing none, please record a unanimous vote.
6-0.
6-0 vote. Unanimous of 6.
For
At this time, that concludes my report, and we'll be moving to the report of Commissioner Lee, Chairman of the Administrative Fiscal Affairs and Zoning Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. 3 items this evening. First, regarding the August bill listing, I move that the Board of Commissioners approve the July check reconciliation in the amount of $847,250.61. The August bill listing in the amount of $1,271,544.80. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, nay. Please record a 6-0 vote.
Second item, I'd like to announce that the Springfield Township Zoning Hearing Board will meet on Monday, August 24th, 2026 at 7 p.m. here at the Springfield Township Building to receive testimony on the following application. The application of Orland Market, Inc. and Yogesh Patel, owners of the property located at 1339 Bruce Road in Orland. The owners seek to appeal the decision of the zoning officer. In the alternative, a special exception has been requested for the change of less than 25% of the floor area to the existing use that has existing nonconformities. Additionally, a variance has been requested for the increase in the required on-site parking. The property is zoned within the B1 Business District of Ward 3. A copy of the application information is on file at the Community Development Office, may be reviewed during normal business hours or on the township website.
Thank you.
Thank you. And finally, related to that item, case 2617 for the market, I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the Office of the Township Solicitor to attend the August 24th, 2026 meeting of the Zoning Hearing Board of Springfield Township to represent the interests of the board to establish a record of the proceedings for the petition involving the Orland Market located at 1339 Bruce Road in Orland. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion? To be clear, we do not necessarily have to oppose it. We are sending our solicitor to establish our record. Is that true?
That's correct.
Great. Any other questions or comments? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye. Any opposed? Please record a 6-0 vote. Does that conclude your report, Commissioner Lee?
That does indeed conclude my report, Madam President.
All right. We now move to Commissioner May, Chairman of the Environmental Resources Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. First, to begin with the recycling report. During the month of July 2026, Springfield Township residents recycled 163.5 tons of material with a household participation rate of 60.5%. The net cost for the month was $14,247.04. Next, regarding electronic waste. The Board of Commissioners would like to remind residents that electronic waste is not suitable for collection by the township. In 2010, the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania passed the Covered Device Recycling Act. prohibiting the disposal of electronic waste in landfills and waste to steam plants. Electronic waste includes computers, televisions, monitors, keyboards, printers, and similar devices. Small household electric and kitchen appliances are also unable to be collected. Please reference the township website for appropriate disposal facilities for these and other household electric items. Next is a motion regarding the Environmental Advisory Commission. I move that the Board of Commissioners appoint Ben Shemenek of Flowertown to fill an unexpired term of service as a voting member of the Springfield Township Environmental Advisory Commission. Mr. Shemenek presently serves as an associate member of the commission and is a member of the Open Space Subcommittee. Mr. Shemenek's term of service shall expire June 14th, 2029. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion?
I just add that Ben's an outstanding individual who's already contributed a ton to the EAC, and so moving him to the full member status would be a great addition.
I really appreciate him raising his hand. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, please record a 6-0 vote.
Great. And then we are still looking for additional associate members and still receiving resumes and queries of interest there.
Wonderful.
Next is regarding the municipal campus solar project, the ribbon cutting event, which we spoke about a little bit earlier with Mr. English. And I would like to announce that the township will celebrate the completion of the municipal campus solar project with a ribbon cutting and public solar education event on Wednesday, August 19th at 9:30 a.m. at the Springfield Township Administration Building, 1510 Paper Mill Road, Windmore. Celebration is scheduled as part of Philadelphia Energy Authority's Solar Week, which spans August 17th through the 21st. Township commissioners, staff, project partners, members of the Environmental Advisory Commission, and residents are invited to attend as Springfield Township marks a major milestone in its commitment to sustainability, fiscal responsibility, and clean energy. The solar project comprises of 2 solar energy systems, including 887 solar panels with a total solar capacity of 390 kilowatts. They're installed on the Springfield Township Police Administration Building and the Public Works Facility rooftops. The $629,125 project will power both these facilities, as well as the Free Library of Springfield Township, through virtual meter aggregation with excess solar generation from the Public Works facility. Once operational, the 2 systems are expected to generate approximately 456,273 kilowatt hours of electricity annually, supplying about 89% of the township's annual municipal electricity use, significantly reducing long-term operating costs while increasing energy resilience. The township expects to receive a direct payment of $188,738 through the Federal Investment Tax Credit, ITC, $38,783 through PA's Act 129, that's PICO's Commercial Solar Initiative, and $250,000 from Montgomery County's Montco 2040 Grant Implementation Program, substantially reducing the project's net cost. Based on these incentives and projected energy savings, the investment is expected to pay for itself in less than 3 years. Solar and You is a free public educational event from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m. at the Free Library of Springfield Township, 8900 Hawthorne Lane, Windmore, adjacent to the administration building. Representatives from the Philadelphia Energy Authority will provide information about the Solarize Greater Philadelphia program and will be joined by project partners and other groups to discuss the benefits of residential and commercial solar energy, available incentives, and financing opportunities.
If I could just interject, we did have a meeting earlier, and we intend to move the Solar and You event to the administration building. Since we're going to be doing the ribbon cutting right here in this room, they'll be out in the hallway, so you can both peruse information that you may be interested in regarding solar and be present for the event at 9:30 right here in this room. As you heard, it's a really exciting project. As you heard, it is not yet operational, but it is completely installed, and we're just preparing for some perfunctory connections in collaboration with Pico as you would any customer. So we are excited to host the ribbon cutting as a part of Philadelphia Energy Authority's Solar Week. And it's really great to be able to really amplify the work we've done here, and frankly, also the carbon reduction that we're doing here in the township, in addition to the economics of this wonderful project. So thanks, Brendan, for telling us more about that.
Sure. It is a monster achievement. It's taken a long time. Been a lot of people who put a lot of hard work in there, including, Mike Taylor and Craig and, several members of the EAC to really pull this together and not only make it possible, but make it possible at an incredibly reduced rate from what we originally thought this project might cost. It started off with an estimate of $1 million. It came down to a top line number of $629,000. And then with all the credits that I outlined, we're at a much lower ticket here and, could be looking at, gaining money inside of 3 years. So really an extraordinary thing, and it'll be nice to celebrate this.
Wonderful.
And then last, which was also mentioned earlier in the conversation with Mr. English, there's a thermal imaging assessment that will be done with the whole new solar installation. This is a motion regarding that. So it's not necessarily something that will happen, but according to this motion, it could. So I move that the Board of Commissioners accept a proposal from Serviced Energy, Inc. to conduct an aerial infrared thermal imaging inspection for the municipal campus solar project. The scope of work includes the police administration and public works buildings and is intended to detect hotspots, string outages, and module level anomalies. The results will be compiled into a comprehensive report that will be used to document any deficiencies that are observed so that they may be corrected while the system is under warranty. The report will also serve as a baseline for thermal imaging assessments that may be performed in the future. The total cost of the work is $3,250. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion?
So that $3,000 is roughly, 0.5% of the total project cost, before the top line cost? Okay. Just in that ballpark? Okay.
And just for an understanding, I think on Monday, we talked about what this is comparable in as it is to an AC unit. It's something you call it balancing. Could you just describe what that, how it's comparable to that?
Well, yeah, I mean, you oftentimes will have a third party come in and do the balancing on an air conditioning system to ensure that it's operating properly and that all of the zones in your home or your building are being cooled appropriately and there's not, warm spots or cool spots, depending upon what you're looking for. This is very similar in that you're having a third party come in and they're going to look at the panels that have been supplied by our installer and make sure they're all operating properly.
Great. Any other questions or comments?
Just that we noted on Monday that there's some benefit to having an unbiased third party perform that function.
I agree. I think that's a small price to pay, as Ed pointed out, a very small percentage of the total cost to ensure that we are getting the product we expect. And I think also I would file this under maintenance and preventative maintenance almost to be prepared for what could come down the pike. So thank you all. And thanks so much for our consultants for for considering it. I think that's a smart move. In that case, we have a motion. We have a second. No further questions and comments. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, please record a 6-0 vote.
Great. That concludes my report. Thank you.
Thank you. We now move to Commissioner McNamara, Chairwoman of the Public Safety Committee.
Thank you, Madam President. I have two items this evening, one not on the agenda, but I just wanted to offer A very sincere thank you to the township staff, especially Public Works and the Police Department, Mike Taylor and Craig Lloyd and Ian Hammer, especially for a really incredible national night out last week. I think most of us were there. It was a really well-attended event. It was so organized. So many families were there, really enjoying themselves. And such a nice opportunity for our community members to get to interact with our township staff in a kind of laid back, social, fun environment. So really nicely done. Thank you so much for that. Second is an announcement regarding the Public Safety Forum. As you know, the Springfield Township Police Department and the Board of Commissioners have launched a collaborative public safety forum to share information with the public and to provide a community space for discussion and feedback regarding policing and public safety in our township. The forums also allow for in-person engagement with police officers to enhance knowledge and understand law enforcement roles and responsibility. We have had 2 forums so far. The next public safety forum will be held on Thursday, September 17th at 7 p.m. in this building and will feature a presentation on crimes against the elderly and care-dependent individuals, including common scams. You might note that this is a change that we've in our announcement regarding topic, but that is the identified topic for this upcoming forum on September 17th. The final Public Safety Forum for 2026 is scheduled to occur on Thursday, December 17th, and will include a look back at the year in the police department, including major public safety incidents, crimes, and activities. Each forum will conclude with a question and answer session and an informal meet and greet with members of the police department and other public officials. Please refer to the township's website and social media platforms for additional info as each forum date approaches. Thank you. That concludes my report.
Thanks so much, and thank you for that announcement. Again, I want to acknowledge the change and want to acknowledge that I kind of thought we could consider this a state of the police. In the past, we've had Magistrate Kate McGill come and do a state of the court, and I thought that was a good model to follow for such a large investment we make in our community and for a pretty big topic. So thanks so much for making that announcement.
When does Judge McGill usually do that? Is that January or is it December?
Last we spoke, actually, it reminded her that maybe it was due up for another one. Every other year, she said she tried to do.
Okay.
So I believe it in here.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that being very informative and helpful.
I think it's very helpful, sure. All right, now we move to the chairman of the Cultural Resources Committee, Commissioner Morris.
Thank you, Madam President. At the August 10th, 2026 meeting of the Board of Commissioners, of Springfield Township, the board granted the Friends of the Free Library of Springfield Township permission to conduct a Halloween trunk or treat event at the Free Library of Springfield Township. The event is tentatively scheduled for Saturday, October 24th at the Free Library of Springfield Township. More information will be available in the next several weeks as the Friends finalize their plans. Please be sure to monitor the township website for more details about this spooky event. That concludes my report.
Wonderful. Thanks so much. While we're at the library portion, I just want to share that we have a free herb garden in front of the library. I think an announcement forthcoming because we didn't want anyone to pluck any herbs before they were ready to be plucked and stunt the growth of said herbs. And I think I saw up there, gosh, I can't even think of dill, perhaps. I don't know. There are quite a few up there. We've had a bevy of individuals keeping it watered, and a special thank you to Backyard Eats of Flourtown and Weaver's Way Co-op for collaborating with us to make that installation. So more to come in announcements, but just wanted to share that that's available if you're looking for a little mint for your mojito. So, or other beverage.
Are there any
Thanks.
perfunctory things happening at the herb garden?
That is the word. Word of the day.
Sometimes I need a thesaurus for your conversation.
Thanks, Commissioner Lee. Thanks so much for your report. We are going to move beyond the chairman of the Parks and Recreation Resources Committee, Commissioner Goldberg, who, as you see, is not present, but also does not have a report today. We will now move to Commissioner Kirk, Chairman of the Public Works and Facilities Committee. Thank you for reading and supporting the softball teams.
Yes, great job. Thank you.
accolades. Good job.
Well, I'm sorry you have to hear from me again, but I do have a more than perfunctory report. And this concerns 1725 Walnut Avenue. I move that the Board of Commissioners authorize the Office of the Township Engineer to advertise and solicit bids for the abatement of hazardous building materials and the demolition of all existing on-site structures at the former Tank Car Corporation of America property, 1725 Walnut Avenue in Orland. The demolition is to prepare the site for new Township Park and is anticipated to commence in 2027. To the extent possible, abatement and demolition activities will be scheduled to occur in the winter of 2026, 2027, but will ultimately depend on the contractor's schedule. That is my motion.
We have a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Any questions or comments on the motion?
Let me just say that I think this is something that we're excited to see get underway. I think I speak for all my colleagues on that. I think Brendan used the word milestone in his report earlier. I think this is a milestone as well, definitely not perfunctory. And, you know, it's exciting to see this start to take shape. A lot of people have been working on this, staff and the commissioners and some that have come before me. And it's certainly exciting to see the development of some additional green space, particularly in Orland. And it's going to be exciting to watch this take shape.
Wonderful.
I have a question. Did we say the bid requests are going to include fencing?
We haven't yet.
Okay.
In an ideal world, the abatement and demo gets done over the winter, and we have our permit in hand from the Conservation District to move forward with grading activities so that there wouldn't be a need to keep any fencing
Gotcha.
up, but it would be, you know, an
Yeah.
active construction
Right.
site.
That's what I was going to ask, because if we don't see long-term fencing in the final plan, well, if we did, we want to match it, so we're not doing two fences, but
Right.
if we're not going to fence there ever.
So if the concern is to keep the property secure so that people can't get into it and do nefarious activities or illegal dumping, things of that nature, we can always get temporary fencing rented, you know, from a fence company.
Yep.
But we're hoping to not have that expense and just move right into the construction phase.
Right. Okay. Makes sense.
Could you remind the public about the demolition process as it relates to any type of hazardous materials, as it relates to animals and rodents? I know that was.
So the abatement process will take care of any hazardous materials. They'll have those items safely removed and disposed, and there'll be manifests that log how they're removed and taken away. Before the demolition occurs, there is a requirement that the demolition contractor perform an inspection, you know, to remove any pests and other things that may be present.
Pest was the word I was looking for. Couldn't land there. I went with rodents. So
And what about just ordinary construction type dust? I think that came up as well on Monday.
Yeah, they'll usually employ, and the bid specs will address this, the use of water and those types of things to try and keep dust at a minimum.
all right. Any further questions or comments on the motion? There's motions and a second. No further question or comments. All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, please record a 6-0 vote.
And Madam President, that concludes my non-perfunctory report.
It's a bit perfunctory, actually. I had to make the report. Thank you for that, everyone. While we're just, I know we didn't have a Park and Rec report per se, and our Park and Rec liaison's not here. But while we're talking about parks, addition to township parks and ribbon cuttings, could you remind the public about Harston Woods and the status of that, and just the status of Woods?
Sure. Hart Woods is a property that was secured by the Board of Commissioners several years ago. We have been awaiting the construction of a walking path through that property while the construction of the adjacent townhome project is going on. The trail was paved over the last couple of weeks and is available for use. There is some grading that has to occur to transition the adjacent land into the path so that there's not a drop off. That's underway, but there's nothing that would prohibit anybody from, walking on that property at this time.
Great. I just want to remind everyone, we hope also to have a ribbon cutting for that when the time has come, and also a long time conversation an exciting project that we've had, and just emphasizing that we're really bringing a lot of green spaces online in that direction, actually. All right. So thanks so much.
Do we
for
have
that.
scissors large enough for all these ribbons?
I think you only need one that we can part around
Okay.
if we're being responsible. I also, before we move right back into public comment, or maybe as a part of public comment, I felt like Monday, it was a little unclear on the conclusion of the skate park conversation, and just wanted to be a bit more clarifying on that ahead of next month's meeting. That ultimately it was decided that we will consider at our next meeting, which will be September, as you heard, is going to be in a single meeting in September, as opposed to our usual workshop and business separated meetings. We will be considering an offer to a third-party organization, at this time, the Skate Park Association of Springfield, for some limited time, an opportunity to fundraise and install a skate facility with parameters yet to be distilled and discussed among us and staff. And we'll be able to consider that at next month's meeting. All right. Is that a better clarification of what to expect on that topic, fellow commissioners?
And the location that we're considering.
Oh,
is
sorry.
McKelvey.
More important. That was specifically was what I wanted to clarify, that the matter will be considered at McKelvey Park, and only McKelvey Park at this time. All right. All right. Thanks for allowing me the opportunity to clarify that. At this time, seeing as we've concluded all the committee reports, the board is once again open to receiving public comment. It shall be noted that there are no individuals inside this room aside from those which you see. Once the public comments conclude, okay. Seeing as there are no public comments, I will now accept a motion to adjourn the business meeting.
So moved.
All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
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 That concludes, wait, do I have to say all,
And,
any opposed, say
hold
nay?
on, we have, what do we have, 4 people who are on?
Do I have to say any opposed? I forget about this.
Yes, I think so.
Any opposed, say nay. Hearing none, please record a 6-0 vote, and our meeting is so concluded. Thank you all.
Erroneous.